What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today I want to get into two of Peter Schragers' bold predictions for the New York Jets. One of the most accurate NFL analysts in the game. He thinks Aaron Rodgers is winning the MVP and the Jets are going to be the 1 seed.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
So if you believe Peter Schrager, who has accurately predicted the last 5 Super Bowls and want to put a bet in on Aaron Rodgers to win MVP, you could do so at BetUS and receive a 125% match deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. You head on over there and you check out the odds on Aaron Rodgers to win MVP. Patrick Mahomes is the favorite. Aaron Rodgers comes in at plus 1,800, same odds as Brock Purdy, slightly better odds than Tua Tagovailoa. You click on that, you add it to your bet slip, you say, I don't know how much you want to bet, 25 bucks. 25 bucks wins you 450. Place your bet. It's that simple. Get in on the action over on BetUS with my link down below in the description. All right, so there you have it. Peter Schrager, who, as I mentioned, is one of the most accurate predictors in the game. Whether it's mock drafts, whether it's Super Bowl predictions, stat predictions, whatever, Schrager has done an incredible job and has garnered this reputation as being one of the most accurate analysts in the game. I thought he has done a phenomenal job in the preseason as a color commentator. Yes, usually they give those jobs to former players because of their past in the NFL and what their knowledge and what they could pass on. But Schrager is so knowledgeable about the NFL draft and on these teams, really does a good job over on the NFL Network. So predicted the Chiefs, Rams, Bucks, and Chiefs the last 5 years. Guess what? All 5 of them have won the Super Bowl. And his most recent prediction, the New York Jets to be the 1 seed in the AFC. So looking at his predictions, he has the Jets as the 1, the Chiefs as the 2, Ravens 3, Jaguars, Bills, Broncos, and Chargers. Lose me with the Broncos. I don't buy the Broncos one. No Texans in the playoffs is a little bizarre too. I'm not in on the Chargers, but then looking on the other side, the Lions, Rams, Falcons, Eagles, 49ers, Seahawks, Packers. No Cowboys, a little surprising there. But hey, every single year there's teams that don't make the playoffs a year before that make the playoffs the following year, and teams that make it and go on deep runs, the whole thing, don't make the playoffs the following year. But can the New York Jets be the 1 seed? I think a lot has to break right for them to be the 1 seed. Well, I think their consensus among Jet fans is that they are essentially a 12-win team. On the optimistic side, sometimes we get over that, 13, 14 wins. On the absolute pessimistic side, I'm seeing like 9 or 10 wins. But moral of the story, I think average it out, most people are saying 12 wins for the New York Jets, which should be enough to win the division and probably isn't enough for the 1 seed. I think you'd have to win probably 13 or 14 games in order to be the 1 seed. And can you find those differences? Yeah, there absolutely could be. I think a big win over the San Francisco 49ers would go a long way. But health has to be a major factor in that. Rodgers got to play 17 games. Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses have to be stellar. The whole thing. Everyone's got to stay healthy. You need some luck to fall into that. It's not impossible, but when I do my predictions tomorrow, spoiler, I don't think I'm going to have the Jets as the 1 seed. They are clearly a playoff team, but I don't know if I'm able to get to that level of optimism. For me personally, again, a little bit of a spoiler, I can't put the Jets above the Chiefs or the Ravens, both of who really proved it last year and have been a very good NFL teams for a long time. The Jets have the potential to be one of the best teams in the AFC. And once again, like, this is not me saying I'm not predicting the Jets to make the playoffs. I will be, but they got to show me a little bit first before I put them in that tier. I think they're going to be a really good team. But the Chiefs and the Ravens have just done it so many times, and it's hard to doubt those 2 quarterbacks in particular. Now, on the MVP side, I mean, listen, Aaron Rodgers is an MVP winner in 2020 and 2021, and really the last 2 years he has been hurt. I mean, he missed essentially all of last year. We know the story with just 4 plays. And in 2022, he played in 12 games with a broken thumb. Now, he played through it and was fine. He was a average NFL quarterback that year. That's not his normal standard. Now, can he go back to being a 40 touchdown, 3 interception guy? I sure as hell hope so, because I'm a Jets fan and I want the Jets to win every single game and for the Jets to have the best players. But am I going to come on here and realistically predict that for you? I can't do that. But what I will say, and something that I tweeted out many times, the Jets don't need Aaron Rodgers to be NFL MVP, Aaron Rodgers to be a really damn good football team. If he is a top half of the league quarterback, we could set the bar at 15. If he is 15th or better in the league at quarterback, the Jets are going to massively improve. Why? Well, they have won 7 games each of the last 2 seasons with, do I have to list off the names at quarterback? Zach Wilson, Trevor Siemian, Tim Boyle, Joe Flacco, Mike White. The Jets have won games against very good teams over the last 2 years with those quarterbacks. Zach Wilson went into Lambeau and beat the Green Bay Packers. They beat the Buffalo Bills twice at home. Teams that were, the division winner each of the last 2 years. They beat the Eagles, who were previously undefeated. They took the Chiefs to the bitter end, almost upset the Chiefs at home. Why can't, with Aaron Rodgers, they win 3-4 more games than just a year ago? And that's on the conservative side, I would say. If you're predicting 10 or 11 wins, I think you're on essentially on the conservative side, which I get if you're in the prove it camp. But the thought like, oh, well, just because you're going to Aaron Rodgers, like, if he's okay, how much of an upgrade is that really for the Jets? Well, a lot, because they've been trotting out somewhere between the 35th and 50th best quarterback most weeks over the last 2 years. So it is going to make a big difference. I hope to God that Peter Schragers is right with his predictions, because that would mean a really good season for the Jets. He has yet to drop his Super Bowl prediction. As a Peter Schragers guy, I'm hoping it's the Jets, but these hints with them being the 1 seed and Rodgers the MVP, I think really bodes well for what his Super Bowl prediction is going to be. I think it's a good thing. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I am Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.